I'm too fast, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. There's a lot to unpack because you essentially are compressing 30 years of your life in just a few minutes.
Yeah,
But let me backtrack a little bit, bringing back to the origin
sure,
story where you
sure.
were robbed, about to go to Ohio, never made it there. You were robbed, and you decided to take a dishwashing job as a way to just make some money to get out of the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So bring yourself back to that position. Can you share with us how you got out of that dark moments? Because in that moment, it couldn't have been feeling great. You couldn't have seen the trajectory of your career. So in that moment, in dark moments, how were you able to, continue to be confident and move things forward? Or it literally was just, hey, I gotta make ends meet, so I'll take whatever. Can you bring us back to that moment, please?
Yeah, I think that what switched at some point. I mean, I was very anxious in the beginning and almost panicking until I learned to accept it. I was like, okay, this has happened now. I have to. There's nothing to change about it. I'm broke. I have no money. I'm away from Senegal, and I have to make it happen. So I think the moment I've accepted it, things changed in a way that was positive. It's like and I started to see a light. This chef became my friend, and he told me that I could still find a path and get to where he is now. Just by working hard, and I worked hard. I mean, I worked really hard. I was accumulating hours like nobody's business. I mean, it was crazy. I was like trying to get out of here. So the only way for me was to work. I had no family around, nobody. It was just me, this young kid from Africa who wants to leave this crazy place. So yeah. Did I answer your question?
You did, and I asked that question also as a teaching moment for the younger Pierre or the younger CK watching this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is COVID, business may not be doing so well, whatever business they're in, presidential election just happened. A lot of things are changing all over the place,
Mm-hmm.
and some of them may be at a dark place. So I wanted to use your experience as a teaching moment to say, hey, what did you do to get out of that dark moments, to get
Mm-hmm.
out of those dark circumstances?
Yeah. I mean, just for me realizing that there was things that I couldn't change. The fact that I was broke now, and like I lost everything. Accepting that is just put me in a better place to face the future. And then I realized the future now was to roll up my sleeves and learn new skills with what I have. And that's
So again, focusing on that particular moment, you're a college guy, you're supposed to study physics and chemistry, and now all of a sudden, you're a dishwashing,
yeah.
busboy. And was there, you had said it earlier, it's a humbling experience. So
Mm-hmm.
was there a mental shift that you needed to happen for you to humble yourself to do these type of manual labor work? Or was it just, hey, circumstances happen, I'm gonna go wash dishes, it's not a problem? Was it fluid? Was it some challenges internally when that shift happened?
I wouldn't say it was fluid, but again, when I say accepting, that's the really the word that really comes to me. It's like just to say that I've embraced it. I've embraced everything, the circumstances. I'm in a deep stink right now, and this dishwashing job can help me get out of it. So I'm going to give it the best. And I was a good dishwasher. As far as I know, it was like I was like, I want to do it right. I would just want to get myself up, right. I'm really down right now. And that's what I meant by when in my TED talk, when I begin by the accident the universe created, the word, like it's something like that, right? But that's what it is. The universe had a plan. I believe, and I had to go through this dishwashing job to get to where I am today. Without it, there was no way I would have gotten here. I wouldn't even think of cooking as a career. This is and just learning those skills. All of this, the universe knew what was happening, and for me it was, I was resisting because it was humbling, it was difficult, and I felt like I was above this, but accepting it allowed me to do it right, and to not get fired, and to keep growing. And
Yeah, and then I did a lot of research on a lot of the previous talk that you've done, and then you said that someone in one of your videos that you were actually really thankful for the person that stole your luggage.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, especially when, I have the privilege of seeing where I would have been, because I came to New York with a friend of mine, my best friend at the time. We were both students, and I actually found that college where he went, the college in Ohio. I found the college, and I told him, let's apply, and we applied, and we got through. And he went to Ohio, and he became a chemical engineer, and he's doing his thing, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, I have no regrets at all. And him, listening to him sometimes, he's like, wow, I wish I was cooking, I wish I was in your place. I mean, that's really, I thank this guy. I mean, the whoever stole my belongings.
Yeah.
Did the
So,
big